It's like, who in their right mind would write any of this and think it's okay?
I.
Okay, we're live on Twitch. You're live on Rumble.
You're not live on Twitch. He's only said Rumble.
Refresh.
No, you're...
Oh, refresh?
already.
Oh. Why did it not? Okay, never mind. Sorry.
I am Naz, or Nazareth, and I play Lord. He is the Bard. Speaking of Lord, I should get his... No, his sheet is still open. I never closed it. I was like, oh, I gotta get a sheet open. No, it still is.
Before I introduce myself, do you just not turn off your computer or close Windows?
I mean, like, I turn off my computer, but I don't shut it down all the way because I'm most likely going to use it again very soon.
God.
And
Okay.
I don't like having to reopen all my stuff and get all my tabs back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that must be okay. Cool. Hi, I'm Nutmeg, and I play Alzura, the mysterious person who they still barely know. Hi, it's me.
I believe he's still muted.
Okay, he can't at the moment.
Huh?
I don't remember.
Red says he's. Red has typed that he has typed that his character is Cat Nora, and he's a skeleton fighter.
I don't know what he means by that. I don't think that's true. What do you mean skeleton fighter?
Maybe a fighter that's out of.
It was like some like. It was like a dragon like adjacent thing.
Just complicated stuff.
I don't remember what the class was called. The subclass rather.
Oh, the subclass is skeleton
Since
blade.
when? Since when? That was never what your subclass was. Did you just change it in between sessions? I thought that's what you just had like since the beginning.
Guess not.
Okay. I guess you didn't choose it yet. All right.
I'm Shorty Halfpint. You can, if you want, you can find me on YouTube. I am posting shorts of my sister's OCs, and I play Sylvie / Farkry, the half-elf blood hunter.
Hello, my name is Will. I am playing Rio, the Kitsune paladin that has somehow managed to go to school.
Free college degree.
Yeah. So yeah, We are not associated with Loot Tavern or D&D Shorts. We only have the PDFs and the books. You can find the books on Loot Tavern's website store, and I believe Ryoko's Kickstarter is still taking late pledges, but I would say check to be sure. I can. So, last time on the Adventures of Rio the Student, Rio had managed to slip his armor into various spots in the wash house, so that way it's spread out. He managed to get his equipment, his bedding sheets, that sort of stuff, along with the textbooks after a incident where he was caught as a fox inside the Sorcerer's Community College, which is right here, and Sorcerer's Community College, which is right here. Meanwhile, the rest of the party, mostly Shorty and Azura, had to try and very quickly toss away the real completed firearm that they had, because the mages were using locate item, locate object, and they ended up going over here and then tossing it into this lake. Then, after that point, in a night's performance, Nutmeg revealed to the party that the mages in the city were trying to make it fly again. However, to do so, they were using fey creatures to help power the magics, and she had helped them get to the Feywilds, or at the very least, the version of the Feywilds that Dragon has. I believe that's everything. Yep.
Uh-huh. My character? There, yeah. Uh-huh. After. Mm-hmm. Yes, I believe we were in Alzura's room.
I think we were just sitting there and like discussing.
Yeah. Having emotions. We hate those.
Yeah, we were being all full of dread.
Mm-hmm. Right. So it's a lot. Yes. They got a lead sheet. Right? Yes. But yeah, I think. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. So.
Mhm.
I did not
Yeah.
mean for that. Let me find something better.
Once again, why I listen to my own music.
Or let me find something better. Just... No, it's all fine, my good sir.
So, the city flies, or they're trying to make it fly. I went to the Fey realm with them to, get these Fey beings that are, being used for their power. I don't even know if they live or die after that, which, I'm assuming they're dying because of the fact that they have to go back and get more and more and just more.
No,
all the
out
time.
of character. I just realized that this is just like Half-Life, but with the Fey realm instead of the Border World setting. This is just we're in Black Mesa right now. Yeah, it's a lot like this, but sci-fi and with aliens instead of Fey. And I hope it doesn't end like Half-Life does, because Half-Life ends with the place being nuked, and then a few years later, aliens invade the world.
Nah, I mean, just wait. That's fine. Right, so I can't really tell you anything else.
I think Loret will. He just kind of, sits and ponders the information that has been given. And he thinks about it for a moment, and then he says, "We need to come up with a new plan because our previous inn is no longer available, and we can't just sit around while this happens. We need to act as soon as we can. But we need to figure out what."
Yeah. There's so much going on in there, and I don't know if I could even get any of you back in underground where it's all happening.
He just kind of thinks for another second, and he's just like, "Well, we need to figure out something."
More research into I don't even know anymore.
And he says, well, we've essentially exhausted every option that we already had. We can't really dive deeper into anything without some sort of plan to get into places that we're not supposed to be.
So, what are you supposed to bring back as proof to the people you're talking to?
And he says, "Well, that was never something that we agreed on. We were just sent to investigate."
you were just going to go back and give them information?
And he says, well, I don't know what we were going to, because I didn't know what we would find. But at this point, whatever we do find probably shouldn't be brought back.
I agree.
And he says, there's only one thing I can think of, but it wouldn't work now. It literally wouldn't work now. During all the commotion, I made my way towards the Archmage's tower, and I managed to schedule an appointment. It was surprisingly easy. But it seems that the wrong impression was made. I was trying to just have a tour to see the place. It seems that they assumed that I wanted to be a student. So that's what I've gotten myself into now. But that appointment isn't for a few weeks. So it isn't something that we can really work with now.
That is true. I mean, realistically, I could disguise myself as another student. I still have the robes and everything. I might be able to get you in, a few of you in, maybe not all of you at the same time, but...
And, he thinks about it, and, he just says, but realistically, how far would that get us? If only a couple of us could manage to get inside.
I mean, you could find out what information they have in the library. I might be able to bring you to a more restricted section of the library that might have more information. I know of a few books there. And I can probably get you down to where the experiments were. I wasn't particular to, like, the actual experiment chambers, but I know where they were holding the Fae.
And he ponders for another moment, and then he says, do you think it's possible that there are any others like you? Anybody who would be willing to go against this plan?
I know of others. I don't know who they are, though. I know that there's... Actually, hold on, let me just confirm. Where are my notes? My 4 pages of notes. I cannot find it. Yes, there it is. There it is. Yes, she knows that other schools are researching other things. I don't know what particulars there are, but there have to be other students that realize what's going on, but they just can't get out for one reason or another.
Yeah, and he kind of follows up saying, yes, I've seen situations very similar before. No shortage of dissenters, but none of them know each other and none of them have any way to get together.
Exactly. That's probably why they split up the schools too.
And he sort of says, it is true. It does seem to be a very strict and real hierarchy and discriminatory view in this place.
I mean, Yes. There's definitely something troubling her, and like she wants to say something, but she can't.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he probably picks up on that. He's a people person. So he hesitates for a moment, figuring out what he's gonna say, and he just says, "I can't shake the feeling you're not saying everything."
If I could, I would. But I physically cannot.
And he just says, "What do you mean you can't? What's stopping you?"
Dragon, is the thing that we were discussing, would it prevent me from showing? Cool.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Cool. This is what, an 18 plus stream? Ish? Cool.
Well,
She turns around. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. She turns around and just starts stripping off her top.
mhm.
And on her back, you see this massive, intricate tattoo that is kind of a circle just below the base of her neck. And it kind of
Oh.
spirals and flares outwards. And there's a photo of it, because I could.
Ooh.
And she just kind of stands there for a moment.
Yeah. And then Loret, who has probably heard of, I don't know if he's seen, but he's definitely heard of magic tattoos before. And he just says, "Oh, I see." And then he thinks for a moment and he says, "Is this common around here?"
Yes. Very, very common.
And then he thinks again, and then he says, "So then who wouldn't have one?"
Most would not have it. Common folk, maybe.
And he thinks for a moment, he says, "Only people who would know things that shouldn't be said."
Not just them.
He,
She'll put her shirt back on now.
yeah, probably a good idea. And then he says, "So who else then, if not only those people?"
She kind of like tilts her head like she's trying to say it, but she can't.
And he just thinks, and he's like, "Well, it must be important then if you can't say."
Yeah.
He's kind of thinking about how he can circumvent this.
Yes.
And the first thing that comes to mind is he's like, "So, if I asked you a question, a yes or no question, could you answer that if you didn't explicitly say? So if I asked you, does this person have one? Could you tell me yes or no? Or even nod your head, maybe?"
Dragon, can I?
Oh.
No. Exactly.
Yeah, it's got a
Yeah.
lot of... It accounts for most of it.
A lot. No,
Hmm.
it's intricate. It's many, many different spells. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he's
Yeah.
just like, "Yeah, should have figured." And I suppose removing it is probably out of the question.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a real expert. And like,
I've-
there's how do we know? How are we gonna find somebody like that?
Exactly. I've.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, firstly, like finding one who could actually do that, and then also finding one among them trustworthy enough to even do it for us. Nearly impossible.
Yes, and it's not like I haven't tried myself, but I can't. They made sure of that.
And he just
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it'd be too easy.
But, you may potentially be able to find information on what this is in a library. Maybe.
And he says, of course. And
Pretty
he's-
sure I've seen a book.
He's just pondering. And he says, well, I do hate to say it, but I would probably be the easiest one to sneak in somewhere, considering my size.
Very true.
And he kind of, yeah, and he sort of, he flicks one of the bells in his hat and he says, if only it weren't for these, but I could probably just hold them down.
Do you not just take it off?
And he says, I don't have any other clothes.
We can get you other clothes.
And he's just like, do they sell anything like that here?
I'm sure they do.
Huh. And he's like, I suppose he doesn't seem like he wants to wear anything else. He's not. This is like the only thing he wears like ever. He feels naked when he wears other clothes.
Why don't we get you something that maybe you put over it that would dampen the sound? Would that work?
He says probably. And these little bells, they rely on shaking around to ring, so
Mhm. Yeah. We got this, right? So, I mean, yeah, we could find you something.
Okay.
Will do.
Yeah, I will. Yeah. I will read it when he talks.
So, if we were to try and get everybody in, I could, you know what? I could pose as the person giving the tour, bring you all in. You are, part of the circus there. Maybe you're thinking about staying a bit longer, abandoning your circus to become wizards of the city. Might work.
and he thinks about it, and then he says, but that appointment is still weeks ahead, and do we even have that time?
I could change the books, probably.
Nora says, "Are we trying to get into a school still?"
Well, Or it says the Archmage's Tower specifically.
And they already know me and I think Lauret was the one who posed as my mother, or I don't remember
Even
which
there.
one. Oh yeah, Cat Nora you did, yeah. I agree with you, Cat Nora, as Cat Nora basically says, me and Sylvia already got slightly into one of the schools.
Right, but not
Yeah.
deep enough to find information, right?
Not so much. Only that we just kind of just posed as Kachanora being my adopted mother, and I had to basically use my weird power that's not even magic to make it look like magic. It was very complicated and stressing, but we didn't even learn much. Just that we were able to just pose as that, so like as if I'm wanting to train there. I mean, I haven't even mentioned. Yeah, but I haven't even mentioned my powers. I'd say my powers are different. Yeah, in the idea, yeah.
Prefacing.
Yeah,
You are
yeah.
wearing the attire of a blood hunter, I'm pretty sure. So
Yeah.
you are identifiable as one.
Also, Cat Nora says, yes, we did. Speaking of, I believe, Rio or Rio, kind of left
Yeah.
left behind there.
Right, you should probably find your friend.
I hope he's doing well.
I mean, you should probably find him.
Also, as the camera moves away from us, Cat Nora says, maybe we can use that to our advantage. Ooh, a bot. To a moment, I gotta kill the bot. Die! Oh, I should probably add some like music that fits this. He's in a school type, so he's like a.
Rio is going to open the door. Rio will shut the door, change into his slightly too small uniform, and follow what would essentially be his minder, his guide to the first, and to the first class. I assume that there's I would say base his ears are kind of down in such a way that it's kind of hard to tell his ears from his hair, and it's kind of sort of looped his tail in such a way that it's kind
Like
of
around your like around your waist.
yeah, but
Yeah.
along with hiding it under robes. So that way it kind of looks like the robes are kind of too big, but really it's just the tail. Uh, okay, then. Right, because for all intents and purposes, for them, I am a sorcerer.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm going to. So yeah, he is going to attempt to hide the tail, kind of like behind his like a leg or his back in such a way that it doesn't really yeah.
Lovely.
Yep. Evocation. Evocation. Okay. $13. Okay, he's going to make a mental note to try and at least attempt to check that door out. Yeah. I assume that Rio's going to at least try to make small talk with them and maybe try to slip in a question about that door. Um, Ryu's going to ask how if if his guide is a first there if this is their first year here at this establishment, and if not, then maybe trying to pick up a few tips from them in regards to classes and courses, and then later probably slip in a question like when um we were passing through the lobby, I noticed that there were students heading through a door downstairs. Where does that lead? Okay. Can I try to see if there's any sort of if there's anything I could pick up from his either choice of words or his body language when he was an 8. This is almost as bad as when I was playing that paladin that couldn't realize, that couldn't see that you were a drunkard, dragon. Yeah. So yeah, Ryu's Ryu's going to try to very, very gently say something along the lines of, do you have any tips for the class? I understand that magic doesn't always work the same for some people, but a few general tips wouldn't hurt. I see. Um, I have Thunder's Smite, and I think, and Sacred Flame. I think between both of those, I can, and maybe a little bit of performance, attempt to get through this class. Both of them are exactly the same. Would that be an advantage because it is a evocation spell? Or is it just as okay? Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Huzzah!
No dirty 20s. They're
Hmm.
both dirty 20s.
Hmm. Hmm.
Mm. Mm. I think trying to. Mm.
So, I don't know if you all want to stay here or if you need to keep up your charade of being part of the circus and staying there.
Maybe we can try to use that to get the information? Just casually?
It's very secretive. I don't know how much you can try, of course, but
Just not casually, like as if you're just curious, maybe. I don't know. This is ridiculous. Or they should have just told me before I went here. Like, I'm over like his head in my hands, just like whining about this a little bit. Just more just like, and if our Cree's not having fun with this, this is not our usual working style. This is just. I'm not good with this magic stuff. They should have sent someone else. But no, they had to send me, and then like, at least you guys have an idea what you're doing.
Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. You're not the only one here. I may know information. I may know what's happening, but I can't do jack shit right now.
Laura just says, as much as I've been taking charge, I'm really just making things up as I go.
And that's usually how life goes. But sometimes magic isn't what's needed. I've read that in many, many books, but I have not experienced it myself. It's not my thing. So, I can probably get you in, at least to the library portion. Do they allow common folk into the library with an escort? In the Wizard's Tower area school? Does the Wizard's School let common folk, quote unquote, into the library with an escort? So almost like, okay. Okay, can do.
Who would be the would we all go or just selective?
I mean, there's usually not a limit. Obviously, we don't want a rowdy bunch of people, strong army things, books.
And Katsunora and I already were seen at the sorcerer's place, pretending to be to get me into the school. So probably not me or Katsunora, just in case if the schools talk to each other.
Quite like they don't.
Oh, they don't?
Not a lot. And not enough to say, oh, this person was visiting, watch out for them. No.
That just sounds just odd.
Wizard and sorcerer. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, should anything arise, you can always just say that, oh, we were, faking that we were not learned and wanted to see whose school was better. And, getting this introduction to the library, you're very interested in learning magic.
Yeah.
That might work.
That might work, yeah. Just this weird school rivalry is just very odd for me, because my organization, we don't have rivalries between our stuff. It's more like we cheer on whoever could do better.
This town is very competitive and vain, and they all want to be the best.
Sounds like it'll just cause more problems that we'll take advantage of.
You should. You absolutely should.
Which is sad because it's ridiculous, but yes, we would take advantage of this, hopefully.
Yes. Why don't you all take rest somewhere?
Okay.
And I'll work on making a letter that says I'm allowed to take you in.
Okay,
Obviously, it won't be me, but...
Okay, so Katsunora and I will have our same acting that we did, if we need to.
If you need to.
Yes.
I don't think there will be a problem with me just bringing you in.
Okay.
Yeah.
That does give me some relief. That's my main worry because, like I said, I'm used to it where we transfer students all the time.
Yeah, no, they're very exclusive. If you go into the
Yeah.
wizard school, you are in the wizard school.
It's like their own subculture.
Something like that. Something, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it does sound cool, but also just ineffective.
Oh no, it's very, very effective.
I mean, like in more of like the camaraderie. It's just everyone fighting each other just because they believe they're better.
well, it's not fighting. We don't get
Or
into
just
fights, but
political
yeah,
then.
no, I see it. I think on the surface level, yes, it's like that, but I think that down below where all these secret experiments are going on, there is some sort of coordination, one singular goal
Ah,
that they work side by side, not together, but
just
coordinated
there.
for this one goal.
Ah.
No. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which the sorcerers always win because they're all charismatic as fucking wizards are not.
Wizards are nerds.
Excuse me, I take offense to
No,
that.
I mean, I was jesting. I'm sorry. I was jesting.
She says as all of the walls are just covered in books. Like,
I was jesting. I appreciate anyone who reads books. I have a very good friend that is all about books. Back in my organization, so it's fine. I was being silly.
oh, I was gonna say, did you want a book?
I mean, I wouldn't mind to understand my I guess my comrades. I guess comrades' abilities is a good way to build team coordination. Maybe that's why. My goodness, I sound like my teacher. Oh goodness.
A book to understand your companion's abilities.
Like that's the basic idea. I don't have to know everything, just to understand that if you guys have problems with certain things, I just don't get mad about it. It's like, hey, look, you're already trading, so it's like, yeah. That's the reason my organizations transfer students all the time. So even if we can't do the things that the other people can do, at least we understand.
Right. Lord, are you spellcaster? Do you cast spells?
And he says, yes, I'm a bard.
Right. And Katnora. Out of character, what is Katnora?
A fighter.
Right. You don't magic. And you said you do some magic, but not magic?
Sort of. Mine is more blood related.
Oh.
It's
Oh.
blood hunter. Blood hunter. Not. I'm of the. Yeah. I kind of shrug as I say. I'm like, I am the. I'm the type with that I can change into a werewolf form. That's where Valkyrie comes in, and Valkyrie says hi.
Ah.
Yes.
Right. Mm-hmm. No. We will have to talk once all this is over. I'm very curious about how that works.
Literally, the same
we-
with you guys. I'm not used to being around magic people, so we're both interested,
Oh.
I guess.
Right. Okay. Well, she stands up on her bed and like reaches for a book, pauses, and then just like snaps her fingers, and then a mage hand appears and grabs like one of the top books, hands it down. She goes over to another wall, grabs another book. This was one of the first books that I ever read at the school, and she'll
Ooh.
hand you like Wizards 101.
Wizards for dummies.
Yeah. And this is a book that I found many, many moons ago of a famous bard that learned his magic while trying to woo an orc.
That's sounds weird, but okay. I'll read it.
Fine.
It sounds like an interesting story.
And I think Laura just says, "Bard after my own heart."
I mean, you bards, you're silly little creatures. Not in a mean way. I enjoy the stories I read of them.
Yes. Well, that should help
Thank you.
somewhat.
Yeah, so I kind of like, sit back with like the book, and I kind of like read it. You could tell that like it just it isn't visual, but it's like a weird, odd feeling that you get that basically two people are looking out of my eyes, reading this. Just it's not visual, just an odd feeling.
Right.
Yes. Thank you for the book.
Of course. You don't have to read it now. You can take it with you. I'm just
Yeah, I'm just gonna skim like the chapter pages, like the list of content, the contents.
Yes.
You have any questions about Blood Hunters? I mean, I can give you kind of an overview if you want.
I would say yes, but realistically, there's so much going on, and it is quite late.
I agree. Maybe some other time.
Yes, once we make it out of this. And as you're looking over those chapter titles, it starts with A Tune in the Tavern, and then The Gruff Audience, and then Strings and Steel, and then Discordant Notes, A Challenge in Rhythm, The Orc's Ballad, and yeah, it just gets more
ridiculous
saucy from there.
Whoever wrote this seems like to have an attitude of a bard.
It's bards will be bards.
Yeah. Hopefully it's just fun reading what bards write.
Yeah. So, I can meet you all back at the your tent, your caravan.
Nora says, "Is there any books on?" Nora asks, "Is there any books on?" But Nora asks, "Is there any books on this?" Nora shows off a blade made of her own bone that protrudes from her wrist, and then pulls it back in.
Would she have a book on that? So keep in mind, she. Yeah. Okay. Would she have a book on it because of what type of wizard she is? Should I roll for it? Cool. What do I need to roll? Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's a 19. You know, I have a very long TBR. She'll stand. Actually, she'll kind of scoot the bed out a little bit and like dig around at the bottom. The top nearly topples over, but she uses Mage Hand to keep it steady, and she'll pull out a book. I haven't gotten to it, but I figured if you know more about your own abilities, it's probably best in your hands.
Ketnor says, "Why, thank you." And I would have a Sylvie perk up. I do thinking about one thing now about magic stuff is the way the blood hunter magic works is usually curses. I was wondering how if I could have a book about your type of curses, just to have an understanding of our different types. If you wouldn't mind, you don't have to do it right now.
What do you mean, my type of curses?
Like you being, oh, are you a wizard?
Yes.
Like you being a wizard and stuff. Because I've heard that the different spell types have their own types of curses or spells that are like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking. Okay.
And blood hunter magic is usually based off of curses. So just want to see the differences. Yeah, just want to see like their own stuff. Just see what it's like how it goes. You know?
I was gonna say Vanya. Alzura searches for a book on curses in her stash. Yeah, especially with the back tattoo. We'll start with the simple stuff for now. And she'll get out Curses 101.
Curses for dummies.
I prefer Curses 101 because we're not dumb. So,
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, try that for now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and I have 2 books.
Huzzah.
Because of.
So.
Probably a good idea to go back to the wagon, I would say, considering probably not much space here. And it would be weird if we just disappeared, you know, and we're not present in, like, the morning.
Yeah. And where should I push the books when I'm done reading them? Should I just give it back to you while you're here, or just hold on to them?
I'll hold on to them for now.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
Do we plan on doing a
Yeah.
That is nice.
I mean, I'd assume we just get ready for the night. Nothing I can think of for Laura.
I mean, I kind of just like, settle down and I start, reading those books. Yeah. The curses one, obviously. Ketnor reads with me. Ketnor reads with me. Yeah. Because I can read it out loud. Uh, Katnora sheepishly asks Sylvie to read for her. Apparently she can't read well.
Hmm.
I'm like, that's fine. Mm-hmm. Okay, and do I have any is the information I'm looking for have anything to do with Fae, fiends, or undead? In any way. Okay, frick. Okay. Yeah, and then it has to just be like just kind of related because I'm looking for an overall idea of what I'm looking for. So if Fae stuff touches it, then I'm fine. Ah. Okay. Okay. Advantage. Boom. What did I roll? 9. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. 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 So basically, I read whatever part I'm looking at for the information to Katnora. Yeah. As I kind of like, as Valkyrie probably in my head goes, "What the frick? We can't even find this stupid information." I'm like, "Shut up, Valkyrie. It takes time." And Valkyrie's like, like, but just basically as I'm reading, Valkyrie's like still reading with me, but she's just kind of like you just hear grumbling in the background, and like I'm over going like mumbling, "Shut." Yeah. So I'm like, look, just like, hey, shut up, Valkyrie. It takes time, as you know. Remember, everything we have done takes time. Just chill and help me look. Right, second pair of eyes, remember? We do this together. And then that's basically what's going on in my head. But yeah, go over what you guys are doing with my weird talking to myself.
I think he's just kind of sitting around. He's thinking about, like what they're gonna do, and just going over everything, and also making sure that our replica gun is well hidden inside of that lead box. Yeah, you can put it upside down. It's not really that important. It doesn't matter for the purpose of a spell. As long as it directly blocks the path to it, it'll knock it away. It'll keep the spell off. So if he just puts it in the box and then puts the box upside down so that the lid is on the floor, and it'll be held down by the box, it won't. It'll be much harder for that to come undone. And then he's going to make sure the box is somewhere out of the way so that nobody inquires into it.
Yes. You're gonna get it just in time for me to leave. That's always how it goes. Absolutely. Yes. She is going to attempt to forge a letter from one of her teachers that she knows that will give permission to students to bring people in. Yes. So, can I counter this with the fact that I am proficient in calligrapher supplies and I have a magical quill. And could I perchance say that this would either be like a dexterity or intelligence check? With proficiency, because I'm proficient in calligrapher supplies? Okay, so I will roll a d20 plus 4, because proficiency plus. So dexterity or intelligence? Okay, so plus 4 onto this. Oh, that's only math 13. For level 4, that's not terrible, but still. Yeah. And she will stay up as long as she has to like perfect it. This is her niche. Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool. Yes. Are you kidding me? That is stupid. Okay. Okay. Rar. Okay, that's her
I
thing.
love D20 systems. I love D20 systems.
Yay.
It's so accurate to how skilled my character is.
So good. It's fine. I'm just thinking she doesn't have any other good spells. She's had a lot of emotions. Look, I personally don't think that she cares who she's working with. Just the fact that, oh yeah, they want to take these people down. Fuck yes. I think she's just been overwhelmed by, oh fuck, these people actually want to help, and I'm telling this information who I haven't told anybody. So, yeah. She really doesn't care about the party at the moment, to be honest. But they don't know that. They don't need
That's
to know
fine though, and it's perfectly
fair.
reasonable.
It's fair.
Yeah.
Alrighty. She will fold it up, crinkle it a little bit like it's been in the student's pocket for a bit, and then tuck it in a little pouch and try and go to sleep for the night. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
I think Laurent will wait for everybody to also be up and ready, and then he'll address the party and just say like he just says, well, I suppose we should probably meet up with our friend and just see where things can go.
Wake up, find some grub, get dressed, grab her bag, grab her quill, grab some books, and regret her life choices a little bit, and then make her way up top.
So
It's
yeah,
fine.
compliments on my life choices. Okay. Yeah.
Before, as Elzura meets up, she kind of looks at the group. Are you sure we shouldn't go and try to find your friend? They might want to know
And
about this plan.
Laura says, yes, we probably should do that. I just figured, we should meet
Uh,
up with you first before we decide to do anything.
I appreciate that.
Cat Nora whispers to me, should I tell the school that Rio is another one of my children, a cousin, or even like my husband? Like, how do we go about it since we need to find him? There. I mean,
If
we don't
I
know
mean-
his situation there, though, and I don't think they would tell anybody if they found anyone in there, like Rio, though. So we don't even know his situation, like if he's okay or not. Was it Rio able to use magic?
this is in character.
No.
Nope. Elzura doesn't know. She doesn't know him.
Because if he does, then he has a better chance of just fitting in than I do. So, I mean, I don't know him as well as you guys, but I bet he's fine. It's not me totally not breaking the fourth wall and using meta logic. Doesn't know that.
I mean,
I fly. I
it's
flap away.
also probably not good if they get caught, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Especially if they do find something.
Because yeah, it's a funny gift. Anyway, because Katanora did tell the gods while we were basically kind of being pushed out that someone wearing armor was left in there, but I mean, they should have told us because we were acting like a noble people, I guess. Like we came from afar, and basically she wanted me to get into the school, and I showed interest and type of thing. So maybe we could play off that a little bit more to get information about how Rio's doing. We already have this plan about the wizard stuff, so
Yeah,
we-
that's easy enough.
yeah. So maybe we just take care of the wizard stuff, and then we get back to the finding out how Rio's doing. Because there's no, I don't want to like. I don't know.
I don't know, your friend being in there alone is very dangerous.
I agree.
So, why don't we go in and... I mean, I can disguise myself as anybody. And, Laura, do you, want to become a student there?
And he says, well, I suppose it is what I agreed to.
we can just say, oh yes, the wizard school is taking way too long. We figured, we'll try the sorcerer's school and see how that goes. Maybe they'll
Yeah.
be pompous enough to be like, oh, we can give you a tour now.
Should Katsunora and I join you, or should we stay at the wagon to keep it looking like that where it's habited and no one looks around our area? Because we were already seen there.
That is true. What was your last interaction with them? What did they say? Or did they say they'll get back to you, or that?
No, they didn't say anything like that. They didn't say anything like they'll get back to us or anything. They did have like a weird they were like rushing us out while just like, doing that, like, those quick apologies or whatever, but they said nothing about getting back to us. But we were seen though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, we were seen there, and we possibly could meet the same interviewer person.
But
So I don't want to cause any more problems.
It might not. You could go in and you could just say, we believe our interview was cut short. Why don't we go and tour the school and you can join?
Yeah. Just act all pompous like with Katsunora as my mom, which is fun. Never had a mom before, so that's interesting.
They're interesting.
What? My organization usually takes adoptees or people who accidentally got my stuff, so it's fine.
At least your parents didn't sell you to somebody, but yes.
I don't know. Maybe they did. I have no idea.
That is very true. That is very true.
Yeah, but I'm happy where I am. I have friends back home, a really nice person waiting for me, and I'm good. Hey, well, it's kind of. It is.
Lord decides to chime in and says, my parents were leather workers. Well, are leather workers. They're still alive.
Oh. Maybe I should think about that when I'm on my next adventures. Seeing I could find my blood parents, even though I don't really care. Just think it'd be fun. But who knows? Maybe they are dead. I don't really. Like I said, I already have a good life where I am. I'm trying to find the funnel that's somehow in the kitchen that I'm somehow still talking in my character's voice. I must apologize.
Alzura is very, like, in her mind, she's like, Lord still has parents? He's a kobold. How are his parents still alive? How old is he? Is he a child?
It's funny you say that, actually.
No, it makes it crazy what I'm about to say.
I mean, maybe you should ask him.
Yeah.
You could see that on her face there's a very, like, puzzled, trying to figure out the logic behind all of this.
Yeah. And he's like, he's clearly a little amused, and he's like, "What, you don't believe me? I might be old, but I'm not that old."
Kobolds don't. Are you a child?
I mean, he says, "No, I'm 64."
Oh my god. How are your parents still alive?
You're 64.
And he says, "Well, my parents are dragonborn."
Oh. How does that work?
How were you adopted?
He says, "I'd hope so."
Why do you hope so? It's just.
I've never heard of two dragonborn birthing a kobold, and I hope
That's just.
doesn't sound very natural.
I'm just going to pretend I don't remember this because this is going to make my mind how that works. Anyway, we have this entire mission to go do.
And then he after that he says, he makes it clear, "Okay, I'm joking around. I was adopted."
Oh.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes, I figured. Okay. Right. Right. Okay. Enough of my brain breaking for today. At least this morning, please.
Yes, please.
Go to the sorcerer school. Pose as you two wanting to, go do a tour. Oh, we show up. We would love a tour too. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, like maybe you guys are like friends of mine that want to just see where I'm going to learn stuff.
Or complete strangers, so it's not a random group of people that came to town.
Yeah. And
We'll see how it plays out.
we'll see how it goes.
Should I turn into a really tall kobold?
How would that work? I don't think kobolds are that tall though. Or like
They're not.
it gestures at Laura.
Yeah. He's like, yes, I am a prime example.
I mean, why would you want to change? Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I get it now.
Also, by the way, she doesn't
Yeah.
look like herself, but she would have messaged me like, hey, by the way, this is me. Let me just quickly find a token of what she looks like because
Nick.
I have things.
Just people who can change their forms are just so interesting to me.
She
They're so cool.
looks- Is that a female? Look, it's an icon. I'm choosing a whole bunch of different things. She looks like this currently.
Ooh, you look amazing, my dear friend. I love your hair.
appreciate it. It's not my favorite. I don't like blondes, but yeah,
Oh, that's fine. I can understand that sometimes, but
it
your
just-
preferences, just amazing looking, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Should we? I don't know. I'm what
Okay,
5
so-
foot?
Okay, so basically, so far the idea is, Katnora and I pose as what we posed last time at the Sorcerer School. Ask for actually a real tour. You Lorit and Azora do something, I guess. I don't.
We'll figure it
that's-
out.
We'll figure it out. Are you guys coming with us, or are you guys gonna go do the wizard stuff?
No, we're coming.
Okay.
I don't think any of us should separate and go to the wizards.
Okay. Okay.
At all.
Yeah, well, last time we split up, I think somebody almost tried to hit on a lady, and then that lady somehow turned into a. Okay, anyway. Yeah, we should not do that.
Besides the point.
Alzura looks at Laura. Should I be worried? Are you going to turn me into something if you try and flirt with me?
And he's like, no, oh, God, no, it wasn't me.
She just raises an eyebrow.
I
What's
remember
what?
you being tied. I remember you being tied to a chair, Lauret, by the lady, and then she told us that she
No.
walked in.
You're out of character. You're just wrong. That didn't happen. That was Nelson.
Oh, Nelson. Oh. Then I
No,
said. Then
he's-
I just.
Yeah, and like Laura is genuinely offended at the.
Okay, then just ignore whatever I said about
at
Laura
the
and say it's all
implication
about
that he might have been
Nelson.
the one to do it.
Okay, so ignore all my basically saying about you, Laura. It's now Nelson. I forgot. Sorry. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Still, once bad, always bad.
Yeah.
And he just says, he's already spoken for anyway.
Oh.
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 I just see all with. Ugh.
Oh my God, unheard of for a bard.
Wait.
This is impossible.
Like, wow.
Like the universe is unraveling at the seams.
Yeah, Lauren's just breaking
Can't
our mind.
happen.
Lauren's breaking our minds today.
Apparently, Jeebus. Right. You've got the charm, I've got the brains. I'm sure we'll figure out something.
He
Okay.
just, just
So-
nods.
Rescue.
I believe we're going to do the very attempted rescue mission. We're going to walk in there like pompous nobles and say that we want our tour. We want the real tour this time. And then we're going to go basically tell the tour. And if we see our friend Ryu, we're going to say hi and maybe hopefully be able to be fancy about it and not show any sign that we're weird and be able to have Rio come with the get out of the place. And that's the plan. I bet we'll totally fail, but that's the that's the plan.
We're just.
Yes, no, I follow her along alongside. Nora! Typey!
Yeah, I
Oh,
got
hi,
that.
hi!
I have a moment real quick.
Okay.
Oh, yes, hello. I believe this might be a good idea. I just got a question. I was here with a companion before. I think I've lost them. As soon as I can locate them, I would love to put both them and my daughter here into the school.
Ask about a tour.
Yes.
Yeah. I am
Remember.
Corinne. I'm looking to get a tour here. The wizard school is... Oh, my friend and I. And she points down.
Yeah.
At Laura.
Down. Yeah, to
Little
Laura.
wave.
Just, gives a little wave.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm completely. Sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I was going to have it where my character just kind of like waves off like good naturedly, right, as if like they were just random like strangers like good luck. But I was like, wait, that might not be work, but I do that. I'm like, hey, good luck. And then I peace. Good.
Oh, I mean, it's possible he did leave. Maybe this description might be somewhat familiar, hopefully. He's very tall. Last time we saw him, he had some armor upon him that kind of made him look like a walking statue. Um, I believe, real quick, Rio's character is very lengthy and skinny, right?
I
It's
would
tall.
tall. Mm,
Yeah, probably. Okay, so if anything, I'll describe like lean and muscular. Yes, thank you. I do ask. I was gonna say she was gonna say like I do ask that, if maybe he somehow got roped in, maybe someone assumed they were a student here. It's a very off chance, but if that was the case, maybe. Hey, it's fine.
Ooh.
Fair enough, I guess. All right, fine. She'll just say this like, don't be too hard on him if he got caught in somewhere that he wasn't supposed to.
Also, interview lady. Last time we had a tour, our tour was rushed short. Would it be okay? You may have, but we've been looking for my brother, and it's been a little bit hectic. So I may have forgotten. I hope you don't have. I hope it's not. I hope I don't offend. But our tour was. Thank you. Our tour was cut short, and we would like to conclude the tour, or at least continue it. If that be okay with you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, and we'll keep an eye out for. We'll keep an eye out for.
What school of magic were we trying to get Sylvie into?
Evocation, I believe.
Perfect. Actually, that gives me an idea. I would say what you're gonna say.
Yeah. So yeah, and I'll keep an eye out for my brother while we're touring, if that's okay with you. Really? I bet you had to rebuild. Like, did you have to rebuild this part? Oh, that's not fun. Yeah, that's nice. Like, hey, it's opportunity for learning. And just don't conjure a entire flame elemental in the middle of your school where there's tons of papers. Like, yeah. Ah,
Yes, and I have to admit that sometimes certain people have better grasp of magic, but what can be what some people might make up with natural skill, others can gain through practice and, well, hard practice and experience. Could, however, that be very, very dangerous. We don't know whatever spells or wards might be put up, might be active, and B, we don't want to stumble upon something that we won't be able to handle. Ria's thinking, on one hand, he's not built for stealth. On the other hand, this is kind of the yeah, but even then, he's for stealth. It's just a 2. It's not like persuasion or intimidation. But yeah, on the other hand, this is kind of the best sort of moment for him to try to figure out what might be going on, because as everyone else is aware, he doesn't know what the mages are trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
So he's completely in the dark. So yeah, after thinking it over, he's going to ask, so how do you plan on causing a distraction? Because the door is in okay. That is a good idea, and you know what? I can. You know what? I have something very, very good for this. And he will, using Fox's wedding, cast disguise self on himself. And he is going to try and make himself look. Okay, so he's 6'5". He's going to try and make him seem. He's going to drop himself by a foot smaller. And he's going to try and so yeah, he's going to try and make himself a foot smaller and going to try and he's going to turn his hair kind of going to turn it brown and make both eyes the same blue. And he's going to say, this won't stand up to any sort of physical examination, but getting there into the lobby probably would be good. This will help. Yes.
Oh god, he's this guy. No.
Not again.
Oh my god. Yeah, just give the all these students PTSD. Come on. Trigger it.
Or
Oh. So both groups hear it? Both groups hear it? Ooh. That's yeah. 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 Um yeah, Cut Norris says you hear that. Wait, I believe I do. Yes. I tilt my head as if I'm listening to Valkyrie, like, yeah, it kind of looks to like the yeah. But it's very strange, Kasnora. I don't, I know I see it and hear it, but I don't smell it. It's, do you, what's the lady that's touring us name again? Sorry. Rebecca, Lady Rebecca. Do you hear that? It's what I kind of like raise my head out a little bit, like as when she runs by. I'm like, but I don't smell the fire. It, oh, and she just runs off. I'm like, I guess we're by ourselves now, cat. Cat, no. Hello, you doing, comrade? Russian
That's-
accent, yes.
Okay, I assume that it's either a wall that's really a door that we have to open.
Oh no.
This is just FNAF 3. This is just FNAF 3. Change the secret.
Yes, because we're already down here. We're going to get in trouble if we're caught already. I don't think. I think we just have to attempt a full send down this train of probably bad consequences.
Ooh.
Oh, oh no.
Oh no.
Rio's going to put a finger up to quiet, like just kind of shush him. And he's going to, are there like pillars in the room that we can kind of hide behind, or is it just a flat open space? Oh,
No, comrade.
oh, so kind of like for reference. Okay. It's going to have to go with this. I'm not going to do inspiration. No, because I rather save that just in
Usually more
case.
important.
Yeah, especially with us trying to get out. So, so based on that, I can reasonably assume that these desks are kind of maybe not like halfling size, but dwarf or half. They're essentially kind of dwarf or halfling size. Correct, dragon? Okay. Okay, I can.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
The silly side plot is no longer silly. Uh-oh.
Okay. Okay, and there's. Okay, in out of character, the entire room is lit up. There's no dark spots, nothing that. Okay. 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 I can cast disguise self on Conrad, make him a foot shorter, and see if we can do. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. We can try and do one of the back. Take one of the back workstations. Let the person let whoever's coming in go by, and then try to very carefully get back out. So yeah, we'll quickly cast disguise self on Conrad and do that. Do everything he laid out. Well, he is 1 foot shorter, so his yes. Uh, yeah, yeah, and I can't change your size. If only we had that.
If only we had a small character in the party. If only.
Yeah, and I could. You know what? Yep. Yeah, but the thing is, I would leave Conrad behind.
Or maybe comrades trust you. Oh no.
I'm sorry, little one.
No, There
Maybe.
is,
Needs to take the ball.
I mean,
or Rio has to.
Mm,
Okay.
yep.
Okay. Rio's going to, since the faculty member doesn't see him first, he is going to very quickly, very very silently shapeshift into a tiny fox hide under one of the
Ooh.
desks, and then he okay. I'm sorry, Conrad. Truly am.
Hmm.
Too bad I did not have that item that turned you into a goldfish. Yep.
Oh no.
oh,
Past tense, don't like that. No. I can't believe this.
no! Oh, none of my comrade.
Incinerated.
He was such a good comrade though.
His sacrifice was worthy.
Oh, we will remember you, comrade. Your name will live on.
If he even has one. Yeah. Uh-oh. Don't let it overcharge. And so many people are dying today.
Okay, let me just. Okay, so for shapeshifter, this form can last as long as I want. Yeah. So he is going to, after saying a prayer for both the law student and Conrad, very silently in his mind, he is going to attempt to sneak out with this faculty member. That he's he
Yeah. Yeah, like I didn't even smell it. You just hear in the off the distance.
do they happen to notice me?
I mean, you changed form. I don't even know what you look like.
I mean, Sylvie, I think has because
Yeah.
because
Yeah. That just smells oddly of fayish, but just not just weird. Yeah. Yeah.
with
Is it
advantage.
advantage?
Would it be
Well, Max is a 9. I'm probably too busy talking to Rebecca not to notice.
inherent?
What?
Yeah.
Would it be inherently obvious that Rio's character is much taller than just about everyone else in the school, or is there decently tall people or other species around?
Yeah. And he did. Yeah.
Would it be fair for me to see if I recognize the height difference and maybe maybe I could like?
Yeah, he's in his fox form right now, so you wouldn't see that at all.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, no. Kenora was asleep when that happened, so she has no clue. Never mind.
Okay, I am going to sneak back to the dormitory as a tiny fox, and I am going to go to the wash the communal washroom, and he's going to
Rude doesn't even say hi to his parents.
okay, just at normal.
As normal as a fox is in a magic school.
A 10.
Yeah, a fox that he has seen before.
What does the fox
And-
say?
Yeah, I assume there was a conversation going on. He stops and he says, "Wait a minute, I've seen that fox before," and he he follows it. he just leaves and starts following the fox.
Because Zoro's like, what the frick?
You shouldn't even be a fox here. What's happening? That shouldn't be possible. I don't know what to do about this because this can't happen. We don't have rules about this.
His
Can
brain,
I
his
just
brain,
say,
his brain's not
I just
right.
imagine as Rio as a fox goes try going to like a room, and then Laura following, and then Elzura following, and even the guide following. I'm just imagining in the background just like that, and you see them going through each of the doorways and everything, like freaking Scooby Doo, just like back and forth.
Are you okay? Yes. He's probably trying to catch dinner.
Whoa.
And as someone who's a fox in your school, I mean, there's
Glad he wasn't there to
places
hear that.
everywhere that, creatures can get in, so I'm not surprised. Although that does beg a question. How clean are your facilities if a fox can get in? I don't know if I want to go to this.
Oh,
Really? Really small? It must be a very big hole for it to, get through, because it's a fox. It's kind of a big rodent. Yeah. Okay.
also, thank you, Daniel. I have a C there, 9458 for joining the Dragon Squad. Hope you enjoy it here and
We will never let
have
you
fun. Yeah, you're stuck here with us now.
leave. Forever.
Yeah.
Right. So as soon as the professor goes off, is there anybody else in this hallway?
You know,
Perfect. She's casting invisibility on herself and then following after Laura.
You know, as soon as the timer was imposed, I switched the music I was listening to the Metal Gear Solid Alert theme, and it's just becoming more and more appropriate as time goes on. Dun, dun. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Okay. He notices Lorit.
Yeah.
And he doesn't.
How could
He's
he?
not. Rio isn't really. He knows that this day was going to come, but it's kind of. He doesn't have really much of a choice. He will go to the closet and pull out from among all the broom handles his staff, and he's still in his tiny fox form, which makes it very weird when he picks up using his mouth his quarterstaff.
Yeah, is his staff like recognizable? Is it distinct or is it just like a really generic staff?
I would say it would be recognizable.
Yeah, so he sees that and he's like, wait a minute. Like, he's not saying anything yet, but he's watching because he's like, hang on.
He's
I've
going
seen
to
that before.
he's going to hand you the staff, and then he's going to very quickly, yet very silently, start going through the washroom and start handing you pieces of Rio's armor.
Yeah, he's just like, I mean, he takes them and he's like, you know, got all of this stuff in his arms and he's just like, of course it was you. I should have known. And he pauses and he says, I won't tell anybody if you don't want me to. He's like, you know, he's handling it surprisingly well.
And then they
You
hear a
will kind of-
disembodied voice of, neither will I.
He goes, "Ugh, don't do that. Oh.
You see Rio actually jump into the air
Little
because
puppy
he's yeah, he's going to very quietly, thanks to the fact that he has this ability, he's going to say, "We need to get out of here right now."
He just says, yes,
I
agreed.
could have told you that, but yes.
No,
I-
you
I-
don't. Okay. Lord, who is this person with you?
He says, it should be a better. We should talk about this some other
Not
time.
here. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's just say I am a friend and confidant and informant.
Okay.
Yes, let's
Ria's-
just get out of here.
Yeah, Rio is going to very quickly take you guys to the room that he was given. And he is going to drop the shapeshift. And at this point, both of you probably realize that Rio is a kitsune.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's a facts boy.
I feel like we probably know
Oh.
at the very least that a kitsune is a fey creature, and Laura's just like, oh, this is
Oh, this is
much
so much
worse
worse.
than I anticipated. It's a good thing we
Wait.
found you and they didn't.
Do you want the... What do you mean by that?
Let's
And he says,
not discuss it here.
Also
It
not
is
for this time.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I
Hydrate, you
may
bastard!
we
Hydrate!
have something to exchange for that sort of information.
All my information is free. Let's just get out of here. Find your friends and get out of here, please.
Okay, and with that, Rio is going to drop the disguise self that was on himself and redon his armor.
I mean, we could just like leave.
Mhm.
I mean, worst case
Theoretically.
scenario, if the other two are here, then we could just have it be, oh, the Lord who probably overheard Cat Nora and Sylvie talking about someone going that they knew here going being probably missing, saw Rio and wanted to do a good thing.
She's
So-
invisible, so she's.
I don't know. This is. Maybe they were trying to pull a prank or something.
Why am I being pinged?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to ping you. I meant to ping.
Oh,
Katora, but my mouse moved. There, thank you. Yeah, but. Yeah, so I just like basically just I can see them, but I just don't focus on them. Like, okay, they're there, but I'm focusing on Rebecca right now. I do not know these people. I am with Rebecca and Katrina. Yeah.
Sorry. So I see Rio and everyone else approaching, right? Okay. Yeah. Whenever I see Rio coming over, I forgot that we played it like this, but it's gonna be so funny either way.
You're my
When I see
brother.
Rio coming
Rio's my brother. Rio's my brother, like
Yeah.
my adopted brother.
So
or
when I see
something.
Rio come over, just like, oh, there you are, my little man. Come over here, give mommy a kiss.
I just kind of like stand by, kind of like smiling as if I'm just like I'm kind of smiling as if I'm just like, normal mom behavior.
I did. I did, and didn't help that there was that big lockdown that occurred. That happened while we were here. Okay.
Am I still able to enroll my children to this school? I would imagine maybe little possibilities count considering one of them got locked in by accident. It didn't exactly seem fair that he got dragged into that.
Cat Nora, you see Rio. He's going to attempt to kind of discreetly sort of shake his head no while kind of hiding the fact from Rebecca.
I mean, would I notice?
Gotcha.
Would I notice this too? Because I have an idea for. Would I notice this?
I
14.
I would say
Okay.
my passive perception's I think only 12, so if I'm noticing, she's definitely noticing. I'd say if anything, go ahead and play off what you're gonna say if that's the case.
Okay, so I was like, Mother, perhaps we should let me do it first, and then, depending on how I like it, then we could have Brother join. Just as
She
I.
kind of sighs. She's just like, I suppose you're right. I just would have loved to see you two go to school together. It would have been so cute, just like me and your father.
No,
All right, I might as well just do you for
we
now.
could still do it together. It's just let me just like stay here, like try for a while, and then like if it's nice, then I can just he can join with me.
Of course, of course. Let's do about a 10 a.m. Does that sound good? Yes, of course. Thank you very much, Rebecca.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Are we about to actually enroll Sylvie next now?
Oh my goodness, I'm so glad that I basically in like, the idea of somebody doing this, like, this is really fun. But that I can
Well,
always just
to be
excuse.
fair, it's like
Yeah,
I
always be
could have
excuse that I
easily
like.
tried to like make both of us in, but like it just caught me funny originally to say just like, oh, I'm the mother and she's the daughter. It just caught me so funny originally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it works.
Yeah.
Okay, and now do I get those points you told me I would
Oh,
get? Thanks.
Yes.
wow.
Damn. Also,
Yeah.
can I mention I was like half in and out, but I heard
That's why.
Jesus
Oh.
Christ.
I just assumed
Okay.
because he was like an NPC and he's like usually the average dude type NPCs have like 4 health. No.
Yo. Aw.
Oh
Yeah.
You
no.
basically
and-
killed a very important character. You killed yourself.
Yeah, and it was just unfortunate that we let Nelson have that bag that turned people into a goldfish. Because if I had that, I could turn him into a goldfish, hide as a tiny fox, and just got out of there without anyone noticing.
guys, we gotta get Dragon to stop killing himself.
Yeah. Like that. Yes. I kind of.
Well, I assume that we all get each other caught up.
Yeah.
Aside from, you know, about Rio being the fox, unless he wants to bring that up himself, Lord's not gonna do it.
Um. Well, he's going to actually ask what exactly both Laura and our new friend meant by him not being found by someone.
Yes. Yeah, Lord's going to explain all of the stuff that we have been told, the whole plan that we ended up here to, like, you know, the whole shebang.
Yeah.
And also introduce Alzura.
Yeah, as you can explain the Fey creature sacrifice, I assume that Rio's kind of taking the glass and is part of the way drinking. Okay. Just a flat history check. He is going to because I'm pretty sure this will be. No, he will use inspiration.
Be inspired.
Okay.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Alzura.
Zura.
Eh,
Yeah, and as that kind of latches on, the cup that Rio has is drinking from. It shatters as he's going to make a fist with the hand that had it, that he was holding it in. And you hear him just let off a tirade in Sylvan. And I assume none of you understand the language, correct?
Hang on, I'm checking.
no, I
know
do know.
Elvish?
Or it does
I know
not.
I do
Dwarvish.
know
No
Elvish.
comment.
I do know Elvish. And I think, yeah, I do know Elvish though, because from what I understand, Sylvan's kind of like a sister language to Elvish.
It's
Yeah.
similar.
Probably all the expletives.
Yes.
I'd say if anything,
Yes.
I know Elvish too. What would be the gist words that we grasp from what he says?
Simply put, and just to let you all know, it, Nutmeg
she's-
isn't.
Yes, you have to
She-
leave.
She
They
had to
had to
leave.
go.
Yeah.
They
You had to leave.
dragon.
They're not
She-
in session. They had to go
They-
early.
We're
They,
being
they
paid.
really had to go, like emergency or something. Yeah. So she's just maybe she's like off doing her whatever her character needs to do, and
Yeah.
she's kind of like, it's like I
They,
helped.
they
Rhea.
basically typed.
No.
No. She typed out basically saying like her character would meet them back up at the inn or something like that, or like they'll meet them back up at the camp or something.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Well, what would be like the gist words or like the gist feeling of what you would be saying?
That this is essentially us getting sent up Schitt's Creek without a paddle and with a massive hole in the bottom of our boat.
Oh god. Oh, I'm like overgrown. Like I kind of like the Elvish side of like basically like the language I know, but like overgrown. Like yeah. I basically yeah. We don't.
Wait,
yes,
so-
please. What?
Sorry, to interpret that in reality. So we were sent off to fail? I actually legit didn't exactly get what he meant.
No, this is very, very, very bad. And in the
Okay.
sense of
It would be
honest,
basically morally bad and like bad for in general for nations because of what's happening here.
yes, that and well, the fact that this information was never supposed to leave the Feywilds. So yeah, Rio is going to look at all of you,
Yes.
and he's going to say very calmly and very coldly, probably the coldest you guys have ever seen. We need to destroy every single document tying their efforts with the Feywild. I don't care what sort of beneficial uses they may have. It needs to be destroyed. Every speck.
And I think Lord just says, no objections there.
Tenor says, I would assume this would mean this is not something we could ask for help from the other nations for, as this sounds like something that needs to be
And
kept under wraps.
yeah, Lord just says, no, nobody can know about this. I don't
No.
trust any of the powers that be not to abuse this if they found out.
Yes. Imagine for a moment someone, let's just say, Lord, imagine someone, let's just say, went in, took one of your parents, and they extracted their soul and used it to power, oh, I don't know, the broken musket that you have. That's essentially what they're doing to every single Fey creature that they brought here to lift up the city.
It would
If
also be very morbid if he was actually holding one of his parents' souls.
not the point, it's just if this information managed to get out to the other civilizations, it would very well cause a war that would be unlike the one 100 years ago.
I think Lord just says, it would be worse than what's about to happen here.
Oh, it, yeah, it would be sacrilege, in all sense of the words, because not only are you killing Fey creatures, you're also, don't know if, is it good to say that if a Fey creature's soul was used in this way, the soul itself would be destroyed, dragon? Yeah. And
Tenor, yikes. We could do something that might sound basic, but could work as far as an idea right now to stop them, hopefully in their tracks, or at least slow them down.
What do
Um,
you have in mind, Katnor?
well, there is a market around here, and I would assume they might have some chemicals, gunpowder, something of the likes. We could blow this place up.
And
And
are you talking about just doing the entire city or just the notes and everyone associated that has knowledge?
We can attempt to do all who have knowledge of it, but I say the immediate operations, preferably, and we could seek out those who do know of it and cut off loose ends. If anything, we can hire people to help get them and not explain details and just simply say this person needs to be dead.
No, Katnor.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Loret says, I don't think you understand what you're suggesting. That not only would that just be impossible, but these are wizards we're up against. I don't think a conventional explosion is going to do any harm, not to mention the innocent casualties. Just the
Yes.
preparation alone would be impossible to do in secret. And we would need to know things that we could never imagine to know. It would be impossible. We could never do that.
Yes, and we have to kill everyone that has this knowledge by ourselves. Because if even a hint, a whisper of this managed to get back to the Feywilds, it may very well cause a war that would spread across both realms. Because not only would they take offense for what the wizards here are doing, but them doing this, there's no afterlife for the souls that they've taken. There is nothing for them after they're done.
Hydrant, you
Nothing.
bastard! Hydrant!
No paradise, no hell, no void. They're all the Feywild creatures they have used. Their souls are lost forever.
Well, maybe we can slow them down in certain ways. It would be a bit of a long shot, and whether or not we'd be able to do it would be very risky, I would say. It's the only other thing I can think of as far as something we could do that could at least put everyone in disarray and unorganization, potentially. Or even we can sort out certain people of this nature. We could find the head of the snake, so to speak, of this operations entirely, or even find the ones who are the more knowledgeable ones of how this operation works. Like those who know of it, obviously we want to get rid of, but maybe we can small amounts get rid of certain heads who are either the ones operating, know the workings, or are the ones in charge. Make it a smaller
I think,
target and slowly take the rest.
Laura just cuts her off at this point and says, Katnora, we can't just slow this down. We need to stop it. If we make a move and we don't end it there, it's done. It's over. It would then be impossible to stop it ever again because they would be on high alert. We need to be careful. And we can't just go for the people top. The people at top are arch mages. They will kill us. We can't just decide to go and assassinate them. We're not assassins. We need to find
Well,
something else.
no,
Well-
I'm not sure exactly what we can do that's going to be of a massive scale without killing innocents. It's not exactly easy to avoid that while trying to take out everything at once.
Yes. Well, we need to figure out something. And what
Yes,
we have
because-
now won't work.
Yes, and alongside their decision to try and make the city fly again, you know that by
Mm-hmm.
yes, you know that fire elemental in the lobby, the illusion of it.
I had something about it.
Yeah, me and another student named Conrad used it to try and sneak into a room for the students that were, well, essentially prodigies. Do you want to guess what exactly we found down there?
Don't imagine it's good.
It isn't. They were trying to recreate the art caster.
Oh,
There is a intact, as far as I can tell, a intact one down below the sorcerer's school. I don't.
Yeah.
Locate object.
Yeah. And I think at this point, Lord, he just he puts his face in his hands. He's just like, oh God.
Yeah.
well, I'm not sure exactly what we're expected to do on our own. We can't ask for help. We can't just do a massive explosion because of innocence. Where are we supposed to start with this where we can end it in one shot?
We have to grow stronger.
That could take time. Who knows how many innocents will be killed by then?
Yes, and if we try to go after them, not only will we okay, and I assume, based on the fact that I found a site under the community college, that there's two other sites under both the other two schools. Not to mention wherever they're doing the main operation.
Yeah, it's like a secret one or something.
Lord,
Maybe.
he ponders. and he says, "Well, we have to find them, but we can't just keep doing what we've been doing. It won't work every time."
Yeah.
Do we know
They'll
where they're
become
getting the
wise
Fae
eventually.
from? I mean, we know the realm. Do we know how they're going to the realm, capturing the Fae, and bringing them back?
I would
Maybe
just
we cut off their supplies?
Yeah. Put a
if
dent
we
in it. It gets slower. Is there any way to stop that?
It's
Goodness,
Yeah,
are you
or-
magical?
Laura just says, Laura just says, the only way to stop that would be to stop the users.
Is
yeah,
there?
so
But
we could.
is there any?
possible to make a giant anti-magic barrier?
That sounds
No,
us, maybe. I mean, is there a way to be just? Is there a way?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. And Laura says, like,
Is
you would
is the
need to cover the whole city with that, because we have no idea where they're doing this from. How
and
could we
also
possibly
is
do
it
that?
is there any way we can slow it down to give us time?
I mean, we could try and take away the materials, but I don't know if they would already plan to have stocks of materials for plane shift already set up.
Cat Nora pipes up. What if? Okay, so we know there is multiple locations. Is it possible that they have the plane walkers? What if they are all in one area? So maybe we can figure out if that is the only source of where they come from, and maybe we figure out a way to stop that one spot.
I
Like,
I That's a good idea, Cat Nora. We have to take into account the fact that they might not. It could be possible that they're also trying to one up each other. And if they're trying to do that, it's more like it's possible that they're not having the people that can do plane shift in the same spot.
I think Laura also says, that I don't think we could ever possibly hope to cut off their supply of materials. It's an entire city dedicated to magery. They most likely have sources of materials all over, and maybe we could stop one. We can't stop them all. We need to
Yeah,
figure out
I'm-
something. We need more allies. We need some kind of foothold here. But the question is
Rio,
how.
I hate to ask and hope I don't offend. I have a thought. Maybe they don't have all the Fae turned right away. They may have cells where they hold the ones they capture. Do you know of any specific type of thing that would hold a Fae that maybe we can track or figure out a way to find potentially where they might be holding the Fae? And that way, maybe we can gather allies by freeing the ones already captured, slowly building an army to help us stop everything at once.
Yeah, both you and Sylvie see the kind of foxtail that Rio has around his neck, kind of acting as the top part of his cloak stiffen and kind of uncurl around him. as he's going to lean forward, the only thing that I can think of is a magic circle. The magic circle. However, from what I understand, such things don't have a very long duration, which means that, in all likelihood, there is one very powerful magic circle, or at least one very powerful magic circle per Fey creature.
If I may, those usually require certain materials, a certain collection. Could we track those certain materials and where they're headed?
I think
Mm,
Lorit chimes in and he says, I don't think we could. Magic circles are extremely common among mages. Everybody would be using it for that. And the people in charge here, they are smart. They know what they're doing. It's not going to be so easy as to just find where they're getting it from and trace it to them. They would expect people to do that. And he deliberates for a second. And he says, I think we need to find allies from within. We need to find more people like our friend Alzura who dissent and don't agree with what is being done here. Hysteria check. Okay, I sure hope I get it good, because this
Laura's
sounds
the only one
important.
who can realize this. There's no ability to. I want to do that. I just want to know if it's even possible for me to do that, because I don't know how they're realizing what they're about to realize. Hopefully.
Unfortunately, I do not have proficiency in history.
Okay, and you can still give the help action.
Okay, then. Okay, I will
Good idea.
both. Okay, I will both help and give the inspiration dice to
Alright.
Laurent.
I am crossing everything I have in my body.
Yes, I'm processing. I'm Pretzel.
Okay. How much is the
Oh,
dice again?
also to this.
1d6.
To the whole supply chain
Oh,
thing. Yep.
non-natural 20.
Nice.
Or actually, no, non-natural 21, actually. That was perfect. My first roll, without the advantage, my lower roll was a 1. And then my other was a 14. Laura has a +1 to history. And then I rolled a 6 on the d6. So I got the highest I possibly could, really.
Oh no. This smells a trap to me. Or like a setup.
Is
Yeah,
that
unfortunately,
what
you're
you're
not the one
getting
realizing this. It's
Dragon?
Laura and Will. Or Rio.
Yeah. Because it's like player and me talking like,
Is a trap what you're getting at here?
that.
Well, I do happen to speak semi-fluent DM, so I think that means yes.
Yes.
uh,
Well, he's like
I do
maybe.
For fun, can I do an insight check to see if I glean what the two of them just automatically say in their heads towards each other?
I mean, I feel like that's not how insight works. That is not what insight is, dude. It is not. You can't read people's minds with insight. Insight is for determining intent. Yeah.
Like it's don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't
Yeah,
be
and Laura,
suspicious.
he visibly like realizes, and he's like, ugh. Then why was it so easy? Did they want us to do that?
What was so easy?
Why was it so easy to find the artifact? It was unguarded. It was in a
Oh.
warehouse with one trap, no locks on the windows.
Yeah, my face
Just
dawns
among a
in
bunch of other
understanding.
random nonsense.
Oh
It's
my!
like they wanted us to find it.
I didn't think of that.
But
That makes sense.
we did find it, and they got it back, like nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
What's the point?
Either they, they knew that someone was going to get sent to check them out, and they wanted to dangle something in front of them and have it be and give the spies something that they could either take back with them and not even look at what else is going on, or even worse is that they knew that whoever was going to stay here weren't going to leave, and they want to show how much control they have over the city.
And Laura just thinks about it for a moment. He's clearly very, very distressed about this. And he's just thinking, and then he says, either we managed to outwit them, or
What?
Found us
Yep.
out.
Oh,
No, we can
Oh.
hear you.
Yeah, you've been
I can
from our
hear
end.
you.
You've been silent for like the past minute or two. I don't know. Okay.
I was say, have we not been streaming the whole time?
Oh.
Wait, what about our mics?
Nice.
Oh man.
You still want to allow it to like be posted on your YouTube?
I mean. mm, I mean, it would probably be better to have it so that the context of this is still present. You can still basically
Yeah, I mean-
infer what is being said and like what's
Yeah.
happening.
Oh my god, I
There's
can't
there's
believe
still
that.
giving out context. They could potentially like assume a little bit, and you can probably even put like in like a context, like a text into the underneath the
Description or
video
something.
itself.
Ugh.
Or hell, we can do a thing where you do a mini stream to explain a little bit of what happened.
Yeah, something like that
Mm.
maybe. I don't know. I don't know how I did not realize that this entire time my mic has been off. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, this entire past
Hmm.
3-hour stream. You know what? Now I'm so frustrated. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say, okay, guys, we're gonna end stream. Because now I'm irritated and pissed off.
Yeah.
So, oh my
A lot of whack.
god, I cannot believe that,
I would say,
man.
do you wanna get ready to end stream then? I guess. I mean, I have one little last thing I was gonna suggest in character real quick, but do you want to end stream afterwards?
Yeah, well, it's gonna take me a minute to raid everybody out anyway. So you can do it before while I'm getting ready to raid out. So go ahead.
Great, sounds good. Oh god, I need to make sure I remember what I was gonna say now. Nora was gonna suggest or ask Rio Did you notice anything in the room where you found the weapon? Any tripwire, gas, anything of the sort that could leave a mark on you?
No, do any of you know the detect magic spell? And if so, I want you to go ahead and do it and see if there's any sort of magical residue on us all.
Does
Laura-
Elzura by
Laura
chance
does
have
not
that?
know.
I don't know if anyone else does. I definitely don't.
Yeah, Laura does not have that spell.
I don't imagine Sylvie does.
I don't think so. I'm not into spell. Okay, sorry. I
Uh,
don't think so.
No, blood hunters aren't spellcasters.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know
They have magic
nothing.
abilities, but they don't. Oh, okay,
can
that's
you
perfect.
have her use that on the party by chance?
I
Yeah,
don't
and see if
have.
we've got any.
I don't have her sheet.
I mean,
I mean, is it fair to say that, like, even at best, maybe she has one spot for it?
we could like. I mean, we're like at our camp. We can just do that and then like rest or something. You know.
Yeah, I say it wouldn't
We'll rest and
harm
do that.
anything at all.
Yeah, like, what are you trying to do with the detect magic?
We're
See
looking
if
for
there's
residue of magic.
See if there's any like magical
tracking.
trackers on us, essentially.
Yeah, no, there wouldn't be anything detected.
Okay.
Nothing
Yeah.
other than our normal auras, I guess, then.
Yeah, pretty much.
Whatever's normally about us.
Okay.
The other thing Katnara was going to say is, are we sure they're just not they think that that's so smart that they're that arrogant? Maybe it's also just an extra?
I'd rather overestimate them than underestimate them, especially considering that I saw one of the faculty members essentially turn the student that made that illusion into ash with a single spell.
That sounds not so fun.
Yeah. So yeah, I would much rather go along with the idea that they know that we are here and we have to play our cards very carefully.
Yeah, Laura
Rather
chimes in and says we cannot afford to underestimate them under any circumstances.
All right.
Yeah.
We are
Yes.
raiding out, guys. So real quick, make sure you say goodbye to everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Yeah, when
Oh,
I know.
Because I'm having internet
no,
difficulties,
go ahead.
and I
My
would
thing's just a
rather
question.
do this before my internet goes out. So, all right, here we go. We're raiding out
Fair enough.
on Twitch now.
You
Nice. Rio, what was the last thing you were going to say real quick?
I was going to say we are not associated with Loot Tavern or D&D shorts. All we have are the books and PDFs. You can find the books on Loot Tavern's website store, and I believe Ryoko's guide is still taking late orders.
All right, ending stream
That is it.
now. Here we go.
Real quick,